And somebody stated, yeah, man, God history, our story is 365. But back in the day, they created this particular month for that people who do not have the opportunity to actively practice it, they can today. I was walking through the airport just a second ago, and I seen this huge, Black History monument, decoration at the not at the TSA, but where you get the tickets and counter. And I'm like, damn, at no other point in time throughout the year can this particular employee be unapologetically black, right? They got Malcolm X up there on the wall and things of that nature. She got Beyonce up there. And it's an interesting time because I'm not sure if any other country or any place in the world has an allocated month for specific groups of people within their country. So I'm not mad that the month is created, but y'all know the way that I move on my platform, man. We black futurism all day long. You know what I'm saying? We black story all year long. I live it. I don't really have to, try to specialize it in moments because it's always there in life. I can't wait. I hope it's probably not gonna happen, but I hope Donald Trump wins presidency again, man, because black people be coming together when there's a lot of racism at the top, and it'd be a lot of money at the top too. I don't know. Joe Biden got people coming moving slow, and Kamala ain't got people moving right now. We need some more racism up in there, man. That make people really think about reality and where we at. So I hope Joe Biden win. I'm not gonna vote for him or nothing, but I just know he light that fire under some of y'all, man, to where people really start acting black. Like having a racist white president is like having Black History 365 days for real. Black people like, yo, that's a white man, I'm a black man. You can't forget. We don't need him there forever. We just need another little 4 years of fire under the belt. Just give you another 4 years. We don't need you just there forever, but just put another 4 years under there. It's like having, I'm just black. Hey, brother, what's going on? You start throwing up the fist and everything. Everybody listening to Farrakhan. You go to the churches, they playing Malcolm X. Well, I tell you, man, ain't nothing like some racism to increase that black pride, spirit, and proudness. Boy, I tell you. But yeah, so shout out to all of my beautiful melanated, people of this month. Somebody say racial self-defense presents the Black History Year on YouTube. Yeah. I think most people today, I think we got to give ourselves credit for progress. I actually like to see a lot of black people making a lot of, and not even the word black, right? And I'm going to talk about this today because I seen Idris Elba talking about he don't want to be identified as a black actor. And I seen black people get mad. And I get what everybody, like my brother John Boyega, shout out to John Boyega, he said, it's the systems that need to change. The people that cast type you, not the identification of black. But I know what he's saying, though. The same way a person doesn't want to be labeled as a black business unless it's beneficial to you, but not black business when it's a stigma, right? Because when a person thinks about black business, they think about it in charity, right? So I could imagine that putting the black in front of a title sometime, right, it becomes a stigma, right, instead of the profession and seen as, universal. But because of the lack of representation, right, that black may be the reason you get a job. That black may be the reason you get the support in the first place, because without it, they forget that black has to be there. So that's the reason that it has been identified, and people have to wear it like a decoration to be like, yo, I see you picking all these people, but hey, I'm a black person and you ain't got no black people, so pick me. You understand me? Because oftentimes you're not going to get the opportunity just because you are a great actor. No, when they're looking for roles, they do say we need a black actor. They don't just say we need an actor. When they're cast typing, the savior role in a movie, it's a white guy in that role. Like they're historically, Hollywood has particular pockets where they place different people of different racial backgrounds. So normally you're not going to see certain supportive roles in movies as black men. It's usually white guys. It's only intentional directors and producers that make sure, okay, we got an Asian, we got a black person, we got a woman, right? Otherwise, Hollywood would just continue to just cast white actors. So, therefore, it has to be intentional with the whole, yo, this is a black actor. But I get what he's saying. Being in it, you know, over the last 10 plus years, he's probably tired of it because, you know, he feels like he deserves those roles based on his reputation, his work, his credentials. You understand me? His professionality, you know, his talent and his skills. And yes, he does. But somebody else brought up to the point where when he was playing in The Wire and he was playing a black American, specifically in a role that was specific for black actors, they didn't just pick an actor, right? They picked a black actor. And so, you know, you got to remember being black is not about just when it suits you, you know. It's 365. You own it. You live in it, you know. But I met Idris in London, you know, and it was good energy when I met the brother, you know. I'm going to tell y'all this story. So I'm sitting there by myself having some tea and crumpets, right? And I'm just playing, I had no crumpets, right? But I'm sitting there about to eat some good food. It's at this nice fancy restaurant. My driver told me about it. My brother that came with me, he was sick, so he couldn't pull up with me. So I went by myself. So this is a nice part of London. You know, when I go travel places and I'm by myself, you gotta take me to the nice part just because if I got less security with me, everything gotta be smooth. It was Paris, my bad, it was Paris. You know, during fashion week or whatever, right? So I'm out there. And I'm relaxing and I'm vibing. And I'm sitting by myself, you know, solo dolo, but I am looking, you know, highly esteemed at this point. I got the crown on, you know, and as far as the level of immaculateness that I was participating in at that point, you know, it was a reason why the eyes were fixated in my direction for the visual acuteness, you understand me, that was going on in my visual presentation. Anyway, now that I got all that out the way, I'm sitting there just vibing. Now this white girl, she was sitting there with this woman. She was a model, right? Beautiful model, gorgeous black woman, right? And there's a white girl on the other side of the table. And I believe the black girl gets up to go to the restroom or whatever, right? And I think there was like this other black dude there. I don't know if he was gay or whatever, but he seemed a little flamboyant. So she gets up and she walks over to my table. Now I'm sitting there just chilling. It was like one of them Dr. Umar moments. I'm thinking I'm being set up. I said, oh, snap. Paparazzi gonna take a picture. They got keys and Perry. And it's one of them type of restaurants where celebrities and stuff. So, you know, you never know. So I'm sitting there and she walks up and she told me, hey, how you doing? So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm trying to be chill and keep the conversation short. This is my curve method. You got to keep the conversation short. Don't allow them opportunities to dive into the conversation with more depth. You understand me? Be short with it, and then they get the feel like, oh, he's being cold, he's being short, I should leave as fast as possible. Because even me telling her to leave can turn into a thing when she stays longer, right? So I'm just trying to be short. So she said, yo, how you doing? He's like, oh, you sitting by yourself? I said, yeah, by myself, enjoying my meal, just by myself. and she tried to ask, where you from? I'm like, America. Now, I ain't being specific or nothing. Oh, me too. I could tell. Of course, she had an American accent. She thought that was going to be enough to align us together, to create a connection, right? And so after that, I just, you know, looked back at my fries and my phone. And then she was like, so, you know, I'm out here by myself, staying in a hotel close. I'm like, that's nice. Whatever. And so I just went back to being short. And she was like, guess you don't want me here at the table or nothing. And I asked, I said, why did you come over here and sit down? I said, what is it that you want? You understand me? Because I'm trying to get her to be direct and real up front so I can shut her down just straight, no chaser, and then just be gone. You know? I said, what is it that you want? You know? Why did you come over here and sit down? Because I know what she's trying to tell me. She's from America. She only here in a couple of days. She's leaving soon. Trying to get me to take the bait. You understand me? But I had just got done watching Dr. Umar. I just get done watching Dr. Umar. but I told her no. You understand me? I am not interested. I am here sitting by myself, and I would like to continue to sit by myself. You can have a very nice day. Okay. You know, and I said it just like that. you know, and she was like, well, okay, and she just kind of looked around, trying to figure out what just happened. You feel me? And she walked back to her table. Now, as she walked back to her table, Idris Elba walks in, and he sits at that exact same table. I said, what the hell is going on? So, come to find out, now I realized that the lady she was sitting next to was Idris Elba's wife. I said, see, now she was trying to set me up. You know what I mean? So she would have said over there like, yeah, I just macked on 19 keys, got his number. Because then I couldn't tell that she told Idris what happened because it was too short of a time. But he looked over to me. He seen that crown. What up, bruv? You hit me with one of those. I said, okay, he must be tapped in. He just must be tapped in because, you know, he looked around and he went out his way to say, what's up? So I'm like, shit, what's up, partner? I said, man, at this time he was talking about going into music and doing DJing. So I'm like, man, you know what? I respect the fact that you switching over different things and you ain't afraid to do something like that. I said that, right? And my sister, she's a diehard fan. Between him and Usher, she'll leave her husband for him, right? So I said, you know what? Before we leave, I'm going to get a picture and send this to Idris. She going to go crazy that I met, you know, her crush out here in Paris. So, you know, we had our brief exchange of words, you know, black man words. What's up, guy body, boombowski? So I'm like, that's what's up. Idris is tapped in. I'm sitting here in Paris. I just denied me a Caucasian snow bunny. You know, I'm feeling extra black at this point. You know, super fantastic high-level activities. You right? So I kind of feel like they kind of talking about the situation a little bit because I hear Idris laughing, and he was basically like, mate, you don't know who that was. You tried to talk to, mate. Something like that he probably said. Right? So before they about to leave, I walk over there. I'm like, Idris, bro, I'll let me, man. Man, let's get this flick. My sister, she a big fan, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I say, so he hit me with the, nah, mate, I ain't taking pictures right now. I said, man, hold on. First of all, man, just to let you know, I'm the leader of the revolution in America, man. You know, I just want to let you know that. All right. Then I let him walk about his way. And no, because he talking about, I had to bring it back around. You feel me? I had to bring it back around. He talking about some, nah, I'm not doing the picture thing right now, mate. You said what's up to me first. You feel me? So I'm thinking, you feel me? It's smooth. I don't walk up to nobody and ask them for no pictures like that. And I was literally doing it because of my sis. So at the whole time, I'm thinking everything's smooth. You understand me? So I literally hit him with, I'm the leader of revolution in America, brother. Yeah, I hit him with that. Grabbed him close in, took that handshake, like, yeah, next time you're in America, be careful. Yeah, man, but you know, he ain't want to be a black actor at the moment, so he ain't want to take the picture with the brother. It's cool though, it's cool. But I'm one of those people, man, I don't mind stuff like that because I have moments where I don't want to take a picture. I have moments where I'm just in my vibe. You understand me? So that part I don't mind, right? Because I'm also, my strategy is wait for the invitation, right? Because once you really find out who I am, you wouldn't even, you know what I mean, deny, you know, access like that. You wouldn't even trip. You will be asking me for the picture. You dig? So I feel like it's a beautiful lesson. It's a humbling lesson. And I do that a lot. I just tell the person my name and then walk away. And then I see them months later, a year later or somewhere. Like, Keith, I didn't know who you was at first. And I had the opportunity to really tap into your movement. And I appreciate it. And, you know, they may be diehard, you know, observers or fans or whatever the hell you want to call them. So, you know, I think that that's important as well. Sometimes just walk up to people, drop your name, and keep it moving. And, you know, if you do something that is of abundance, you'll get on their radar when necessary. But, yeah, man, so that was my Paris story, man. I don't tell that story often. Y'all got that treat for the day. But, yeah, I had to turn down the snow bunny. You feel me? And that's why I felt for Dr. Umar when they tried to get him caught up in that situation. Because we talk to white people all the time, like, especially if, you know, this the one thing. This is the misconception about having white friends. The thing is, black people don't want poor white friends. See, that's the problem. It's always poor white people that trying to be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, they family didn't even own a plantation. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no money. They was broke, too. No. I don't want the white people that's trying to struggle with me. No. I need to know the rich white people. You understand me? The people rich white people that's trying to be black though. You feel me? Like they trying to be down and cool so they can sell out to me. I said, so you ready to sell your people out? Yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? I had a white guy, he traveled all the way from Scotland to the UK. He traveled from Scotland to the UK, and he was a good mate. He was a cool mate. And he asked my brother Amechi, he said, and I got to get out this car in a second, walk in this building, but I got to get this story out. He walked up, he hit Amechi and the team because he bought a crown. And I guess he didn't get to make it to the event that we had. And so he was like, I guess they contacted him, but they don't know at the point that he's white. So they said they got somebody coming and he go get crowned. I said, well, let's do the crown. Let's do a video and everything. And then he hits back and like, hey, you know I'm white, right? But can I still get crowned? So I told him no, but you know, I can still give you the crown though. You know what I mean? Because you paid for it, right? So there's actually be a special type of crown that has to be made for, you know, Caucasians and stuff like that, right? So when I met him, he tatted up, white boy, he like a skinhead, real life though, cool as hell though, like real life, cool, energy, spirit, all that, right? So when I meet him, he asked me a question. He said, Keys. Now this is important. He said, Keys. And he said it in his Scottish tone. I don't think I got my Scottish accent together to really do it, right? But just imagine the Scottish tone, the bagpipes and all of that, right? He said, Keys, I need you to help me unlock my power. You know? So I look at him, real serious like, right? This was a moment where you can cut the tension in the air. And I said, I can't help you get no white power. And he said, okay. But I can give you some words of advice on how you can utilize your white privilege to dismantle the system of white power and supremacy. Oh, man. And I proceeded to give him the game, you know, on how to dismantle white supremacy and utilize his privilege that he already has. But I can't be out here giving white people white power. That just don't fit. It just don't fit the narrative. Imagine that he ended up taking over Scotland and he got a whole movement and he was like, 19 keys help me unlock my white power. No, I can't be doing that, man. But anyway, these are true stories. You know, I should have a movie. We do live episodes. We just don't be putting everything out there, but we should definitely have a movie. It'll be very interesting. You never seen a show that followed like the life of like a black conscious black man and our type of situations when we go through them. You never seen a movie or a show even closely relating to that. So that's why I think it would actually be dope and powerful, because you'll get a completely different type of perspective. You know, but I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. Y'all have a beautiful and blessed day. I hope y'all enjoyed, you understand me, the humor today. What most people don't know, and this is very important, is that I'm extremely funny. You know, like Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, you know, Steve Harvey, Dave Chappelle, you know, it's up there, you know, and I try not to be as funny as I am just so people understand, take things serious, but I'm hilarious. Like, if I ever get to that point in my career like T.I. where I wanted to become a comedian, okay, I could do that. You feel me? Hey, y'all have a good, black, beautiful day, man. Peace.